Menteri Rang Ba Jelau Konrad Kongkal Sangma Hula Pendep Baka Sorkar Lashai Kasi Kan Sa Pynbna No Ya Ki Jaka Banbu I Kepada outpost Nagam Ta Ki Sngi Ki Nong Song Snong Hakapot Ya Kani Konrad Hula Pendep Hading Ki Jinglang Ba Ula Khot Bat Ki Seng San Pertai Keberan Haga Jela Banyak Kran Halor Ke Jingjah Mukro Hagatio Kepala Dep Konrad Loi Thuru Baka Sorkar Kalau Weng No Ya Ke Jingkang Ya Ki Mobile Internet Bat kayat kayang bat kejela asamru kan sedang biang nadu mentagasi harangkar kejing pengor jongki pulit. Hakabai dei bagi jinglang jongki sengsain pertai kejela konrad ulai thu baka sorkar kala simkya ya kejing ajumut jongki dong elam palawan sakati kejing elang. Ulai thu baka sorkar kala patai pnya iki sinjam bakal sim hading kejing jah mukro. Baje thu ya kiwe ki sinjam ki balat mu bansim kamtam hakabai dei bat ka jingbu no ya ki border outpost Haki Jaka Bashong's ear ki paipa hakapot.
Very good afternoon to everyone. We have just concluded meeting of all political parties and also of political leaders, including members of Legislative Assembly, especially in the border zones which are near the areas of differences. So all those MLAs from those areas were also invited to this meeting. I first of all would like to thank all the MLAs and all the party leaders who have joined us in this meeting. Number two, the agenda of the meeting was to brief all the respected party leaders and political parties and MLAs on the past week and the entire sequence of events and the different steps that have been taken by the government and what is the future course of action. So all those aspects were shared and discussed with the honorable leaders and political parties and MLAs. And second, we have also discussed about the entire border areas and areas of differences where we would want that steps be taken so that there's no tension in those areas and for future safety of all the citizens. We could take steps to ensure that these areas, some positive steps can be taken from the government side. And we sought suggestions from everyone, and we've noted on all the suggestions. Very good suggestions have come from everybody, and all of them have expressed their concern over the situation. We have unitedly condemned this entire incident. We also, as a mark of respect to departed souls, we maintained 2 minutes of silence from our side. And apart from this, the steps that are important is that tomorrow in the cabinet, we will be finalizing the list for different areas where BOPs will be set up. And hence, we shared with the different leaders from political parties that we have decided that we will be putting up BOPs in these sensitive areas and many others, and ensuring that full manpower, full infrastructure, and full whatever is necessary should be done to ensure that these BOPs are functioning well. So we will take all steps necessary in order to ensure that safety and security of the citizens in the border area is maintained. Second, of course, we'd like to also share with you that the internet ban has been lifted, so we did not continue it, so the internet access has been opened. And also we are now allowing the movement of vehicles also with the patrolling of police taking place continuously at all levels. And I would also like to appeal through the press and appeal through the political leaders that we should all work together to ensure that normalcy returns and there is no further violence in the state and especially in the capital. He has expressed that immediate action should be taken against those who are involved in this, and government should arrest those people who have fired. They have also asked that BOPs should be set up and safety and security should be enhanced. Some suggestions also came that that the entire the people who are injured, there should be financial assistance given to them. So we have informed them that we have already taken the decision that the entire medical expenditure of all these, all of them who have been injured will be taken by the government, taken care of by the government. Other suggestions have also come up that we should strengthen the overall border areas. More development activity should be taken up in those areas. Manpower in terms of police force should be increased. So these points also came out. certain issues about certain incidents that were there in Mukro area in the village during that time were also raised, and concerns were raised. So we have assured the members that the entire inquiry has been set up to precisely find out about what really happened and the details about the different incidents that took place that time. And we have asked the the SIT to obviously give us reports of all of that. So there were a number of issues and many concerns about the incident itself. So those inquiries are being done. So this was in general the discussion. When we met the Honorable Home Minister, he used the word immediately. So therefore, it'll be coming out from the Government of India. But as I said, we were informed and we were told by the Honorable Home Minister that it will be done immediately. In fact, he told us that he will immediately put it out in press, that they are going to constitute it. But of course, as I said, it's Government of India. But we will press on them that it should be done ASAP. So I'll be speaking to Home Secretary again today.
When will the government set up the border police outpost in Mukro, sir?
So we already have a platoon there that is already camping in Mukro. So that will just be regularized and they will continue there. We will not be moving them out any further. See, the entire thought process of resolving the border issue has been because of these atrocities and because of the fact that people living in the border areas have been suffering, and a lot of atrocities have taken place. And that's the reason why we felt and we realized that the border solution is the only way to make sure that this is put at a stop once and for all. And hence, very aggressively, we started, doing this exercise and moving forward. And while we did that, the Assam government and the Meghalaya government have been closely coordinating to ensure that any kind of small tensions that come up should be resolved quickly and it should not be allowed to escalate into any level. Development works of central government agencies, be it done by whichever government, should be allowed. So therefore, this entire process was going on. And in a large number of cases, the different situations that were there, we were able to control a large number of cases and situations that arose. But yes, this unfortunate incident happened, and there have been in the past reports coming in of tension. As soon as we get the information, at my level also, I talk to my counterpart, the DCs speak to their counterparts, the chief secretaries speak to their counterparts. So this is a continuous effort that is going on. But obviously the situation that happened has now brought light to this entire thing. And it will be stressed again that this entire tension and pressure at the border areas has to be reduced, and no police or no government or no department can act in the way that the Assam government responded, and the Assam police, responded during that time. We've been very clear that Mukro and even the maps that we've been given, we have clearly stated, even from the 2011 reports, Mukro is very much in Meghalaya. The areas beyond that, if you meters or exact distance I would not know, but ahead of Mukro then starts the area of PCR Khanduli, which is there as an area of differences, and then from the PCR Khanduli area, that section, then starts the block 1, block 2 section out there. So therefore, Mukro itself is very much in Meghalaya. There's no question about that.
Will you stick with the Assam judicial inquiry, or you will have another?
We have already put up a judicial inquiry being headed by Justice Pai. It's already been...
Coming to Civil Hospital Junction, is there any rethink to shift the agitation venue to any other place?
We'll examine that. So we have already announced, and this has been the larger overall demand that has come from everybody, that there should be a CBI inquiry by a central agency, and that's why we moved ahead with it. As I said, we have set up our own SIT, but this SIT will hand over the case to the CBI.